In this video I am looking at 7 extra income ideas for retirees in the UK you can start this week, even if you think it's too late. Let's be honest, if you're retired right now, you've probably felt that quiet, nagging fear that your pension might not stretch as far as you hoped. Prices keep rising. Bills keep creeping up. And even though you've worked your whole life, you might still feel like you're one unexpected expense away from stress you thought you'd left behind. You're not alone. A few months ago, I sat with a man named Peter in a small cafe in Leeds. He's 68. He told me, "I thought retirement would feel like freedom, but instead, I feel like I'm counting every pound." He wasn't being dramatic. He showed me his numbers. His pension covered the basics, but not the life he wanted, the trips to see his grandkids, the hobbies he'd put off for years, the little comforts he'd earned. And then he said something that hit me hard. "I don't want to go back to work, but I don't want to feel trapped either." If that resonates with you, even a little, this video is going to change things. Because today, I'm going to walk you through practical, realistic, extra income ideas for retirees in the UK that don't require heavy lifting, complicated tech skills, or giving up all your spare time. These are things real retirees are doing right now, people like Peter, to earn anywhere from £200 to £2,000 a month, depending on how much time they want to put in. And if you stay with me until the end, I'll show you the simplest way to get started, step by step, without overwhelm. That's my promise to you. I've spent years helping retirees build small, sustainable income streams, and I'm going to give you the clearest roadmap you've ever seen. By the end of this video, you'll feel hopeful, equipped, and ready to take action. You might be feeling frustrated, not because you've done anything wrong, but because the world has changed faster than anyone expected. The cost of living has jumped. Interest rates have shifted. And pensions that once felt solid now feel uncertain. And here's the truth no one says out loud: retirement wasn't designed for this economy. You were told to save, to work hard, to plan, and you did. But the system didn't keep up. So if you're feeling pressure, or guilt, or even embarrassment about wanting extra income, please hear this: it's not your fault. But here's the part that matters: if nothing changes, the stress doesn't magically disappear. It grows. It limits your choices. It steals your peace of mind. And it can turn what should be the best years of your life into years of worry. That's why exploring extra income isn't about greed. It's about freedom. It's about breathing room. It's about taking back control. And you deserve that. Let's look at 3 main points that will be helpful. Point 1. The skill you already have that people will pay for. Let me tell you about Margaret. She's 72. She spent her life working in admin, nothing fancy, she says. But she started offering light online tasks like proofreading, typing up documents, and organizing spreadsheets for small businesses. She earns £15 to £25 an hour, working from her sofa, with a cup of tea next to her. Here's why this matters. You don't need a new skill. You already have decades of experience, reliability, communication, organization, patience. These are rare now. And businesses crave them. Platforms like Fiverr, People Per Hour, and Freelancer make it easy to offer simple services. You choose your hours. You choose your pace. You stay in control. And the best part: you can start with one tiny task. One client. 1 hour a week. This is the easiest, lowest risk way to start earning extra income. But maybe you want something even simpler, something that earns money even when you're not actively working. Point 2. The hidden assets you didn't know you could monetize. This one surprises people every time. A man named Colin from Manchester had a garage full of old tools he hadn't touched in years. Instead of selling them, he started renting them out. Drills, ladders, A pressure washer. He earns £200 to £400 a month without lifting a finger. Here's why this matters. You probably have things in your home that others would happily pay to borrow: gardening tools, sewing machines, camping gear, photography equipment. Even your driveway during football matches or events. Platforms like Fat Llama, Just Park, and Rent make the process incredibly simple. This isn't about decluttering. It's about turning what you already own into a quiet, steady income stream. And once you see money coming in from things you forgot you had, it changes how you see your financial future. But what if you want something more meaningful, something that connects you with people and gives you purpose? Point 3. The most fulfilling income stream for retirees: teaching what you know. This one is powerful. A woman named Sheila from Kent spent her career in nursing. After retiring, she started offering one-to-one mentoring sessions for young carers and students entering healthcare. She charges £20 to £40 per session, and she says it's the most rewarding thing she's ever done. But you don't need a medical background. You can teach cooking, knitting, DIY, music, languages, budgeting, life skills, even local history. Here's why this matters. People are desperate for real human guidance. That's valuable. You can teach online through Zoom, YouTube, and other online platforms, or in person at community centers, libraries, or even your own home. And the best part? You set the pace. You choose the topic. You decide how much you want to earn. You can even do all these activities in the form of an ebook and publish on Amazon. Now, I want to bring all of these elements together with a story that shows what's truly possible. Remember Peter, the man from Leeds I mentioned earlier? When I first met him, he was earning nothing extra. His pension covered the basics, but he felt stuck. He told me he felt small, like life had shrunk around him. But he decided to try one thing, just one. He started offering simple online admin tasks for £15 an hour. His first week, he earned £45. Not much, right? But he told me it felt like a fortune because it was money he created, not money he was given. Then he rented out his driveway during football matches. Another £60 a month. Then he started teaching basic computer skills to older adults at the library. Another £120 a month. Within 3 months, he was earning £350 to £500 a month. Within 6 months, he hit £900. But the money wasn't the real transformation. He told me, "I feel alive again. I feel useful. I feel like I'm steering the ship instead of drifting." That's the promise I made at the start of this video, that by the end, you'd feel hopeful and equipped. And if Peter can do it, you absolutely can too. So let's recap quickly. You can earn extra income using the skills you already have. You can monetize things you already own. You can teach what you know and make a real difference. And you don't need to work full-time. You don't need to learn complicated tech. You don't need to start a business. You just need one small step. If you're ready to take that step, click the link below this video. It's the next logical move, a simple guide that shows you exactly how to get started, without overwhelm. While you're here, tap like so more retirees can find this video. Subscribe if you want more videos like these. And leave a comment telling me which idea you're thinking of trying. I read every single one. You're not alone in this journey. You're capable of more than you realize. And this chapter of your life can be bigger, freer, and more fulfilling than you ever imagined. When you're ready, watch the next video on the screen. It builds on everything we talked about today.